Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today, I wanted to go through a Bernie Sanders versus Donald Trump election prediction. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I've only done election nights, and I haven't really provided reasoning behind each claim. So I decided that I'm going to be doing my three top Democratic candidates in election prediction form, so you can actually understand the reasoning behind it, rather than just me putting it up front. Because a lot of you have been commenting on my older videos where it's like Biden versus Trump or Sanders versus Trump, and I realized I never actually explained it as to why I made each prediction, why I made each call. So we're going to go through that now. So these maps are going to drastically change over the course of the next year. I will be doing pretty much a Sanders versus Trump election night almost every month from now on, and I'll be keep consistently updating it. Same thing with the 2018 Senate elections. Almost every month, if not every 2 weeks, I will be updating it based off race changes, incumbents retiring, or new people running, things like that. So Western Coast, obvious states. Pretty much every state Hillary Clinton would be safe for the Bernie Sanders, considering he is the most popular Democrat in the country at this moment in time. So with his pretty much influential reach over parts of the Democratic Party, you can see as to why he would be a good candidate. But the reason why I'm giving him all of Maine is because personally he would easily win all of Maine. I mean, he has the appeal coming from Vermont, close enough, having the same ideals, the same values, coming from the Northeast. That would definitely help him. Hawaii. Okay, so now we have pretty much all the states Hillary Clinton won, safe for Sanders. All the states that I would perceive as safe for Trump are pretty much not necessarily Texas in the most part, but all the safe states for Trump. West Virginia, a lot of people are talking about how West Virginia could be a toss-up between the two. A lot of the coal miners did support Bernie Sanders, but they also wanted someone to be less liberal according to exit poll data. They only went for Sanders because in spite of Hillary Clinton running, they would have not voted for Sanders any other time. So this is the safe for Trump 99 and safe for Sanders is 233. I'm going to fill in a couple other safe states for the Democratic Party. Michigan, actually just one more state. So pretty much these are actually the safe states for Bernie Sanders. But we're going to go through the reasoning as to why I make each prediction. So going over to Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, Bernie Sanders definitely does have white working class appeal. The Trump campaign could label him as a communist, but we know that the Democrats have been labeled as communists before, and the tactic doesn't always work. There's a possibility that Sanders would lose this election, but it's not likely. It's like less than 1% because Bernie Sanders is very popular. I mean, he won a number of these states during the primary season with a united Democratic Party in 2020 after what they saw happened in 2016. The Democratic Party is stronger than ever right now. I mean, in unity-wise. I mean, Bernie Sanders and Clinton supporters are coming out to vote on the same ticket rather than splitting their votes between Green Party candidates and Democratic candidates, things like that. So that's a plus for the Democratic Party. Along with that, I think they could do well in some other African American areas, like how they did in Alabama, driving out turnout, which is why I'm going to give Bernie Sanders Ohio, Iowa. I'm going to come back to that one. North Carolina. But then the Latino turnout. Latino turnout is going to be an all-time high, most likely. I mean, with Puerto Rican immigrants coming to Florida after the recent hurricanes, the Republican Party continually denying climate change or man-made climate change, that's not going to help them in states that they really need the votes. So states like Florida, I gave to Bernie Sanders. Now, here's where I'm going to expand on his lead. I gave him 342 electoral votes in my first Bernie Sanders video. I'm going to give him far more than that. Some more obvious states. We know Indiana, Missouri, and Texas are probably not going to flip. Same thing with Utah. That one was just necessarily something that we could think about. But going over to states like Arizona, again, with driven up Latino turnout, I think they could actually flip that seat in 2018, the 2018 Senate. But with driven Latino turnout, I think it would be a Sanders victory. Going over to Iowa, again, I think Bernie Sanders could easily grab those votes just based on the fact that he is able to appeal to the rural voters, and that's going to definitely help him in a lot of these key states where Hillary Clinton was perceived as someone who was from the 1% and couldn't appeal to them whatsoever. And then the final state I'm going to call is Georgia. I'm going to call that one for Bernie Sanders, and my reasoning behind that is with driven African American turnout, Bernie Sanders and the Democratic Party would be an unstoppable force with driven African American turnout. They could flip other states like Indiana, Missouri, Montana, North Dakota, South Carolina, but I don't think they'll have that much turnout, but they will have enough. I think with Bernie Sanders, unified Democratic Party, if he chooses the right VP, Georgia could go his way. So this is the final electoral map. I'm going to update it throughout the year. I'm going to do another Biden one versus Trump to see how it would work out. But final electoral map, 374 electoral votes for Bernie Sanders to 164 for Donald Trump. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.